The idiocy that goes on in your brain is so crazy to understand that we would have this conversation with you for $900.
So basically what Josh is doing here is he's going over the car right now. He's basically going over all the pre-existing damages and listing them so we make sure that you don't get charged for any damages that are already there. Next, he's going to have them hop in the driver's seat and he's going to basically show them how to drive the car. And after that, you guys are free to do what you'd like and take the car on the road. So we're going to get back to the office and see what we have going on for the rest of the day.
Because the idiocy that goes on in your brain is so crazy to understand that we would have this conversation with you for $900. So I'm gonna show up to your front door and I'm gonna talk to you and ask you who I picked up the QUICKJACks from, because if you honestly think that you guys are gonna get over on me for a $900 thing and not give me the product that I bought right there in front of you guys at SEMA, we have another problem to talk about. So what's gonna happen here?
You would have been there to go ahead and receive your equipment.
Where is the signature or where is the equipment? Because I don't have it. So if you stupid gave it to somebody else, that's not my problem, okay? Because I have the receipt.
Now, if you ever want to go and call us back without anything without the info, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and talk to you.
You're the one that started insulting us. You started insulting us. I'm gonna levy your business. I'm doing this. See what happens? We gave the guy $900 to buy some QUICKJACks, okay? $900. They never gave us our QUICKJACks. They mistakenly gave them to somebody else at SEMA, okay? And now we've called them. This is December 11th. Think about SEMA was November 3rd.
Yeah.
It's been over a month and a week, and now they want to call and say that they're going to dispute us and do all this stuff.
No, even
and it's
earlier, October 28th.
No, I have the tag November 3rd. We bought it.
Yeah, and it's like, it's unbelievable what craziness I have to do, and I hate that I have to get all nuts like that and go like super ham, but it's like if they gave out the QUICKJACks to the wrong company and then the lady is like saying yes, they're going to send them to us because they never gave them to her, right? And then now we've got to deal with all these people to talk to them, and then they're going to say, oh, they're going to dispute it. And what a mess, okay, for $900. Like, do you honestly think that I have the time to yell at somebody on the phone for $900?
And I told him on the phone, I said, look, we hadn't, that's the day the green Huracan broke down, remember?
Yeah, we needed
so
that.
I said, we had issues. And I said, I don't care if you're going to give me my QUICKJACK, just give me my $900 back, because when you buy things at SEMA, everybody knows you get deals, because they got to get rid of all the inventory so I don't have to take it back with them. I said, I know they cost more money, and if you guys don't want to honor that, just give us our money back. It's very simple. He's like, well, we gave them to you. I said, when you give somebody, when did you check their ID and see who you gave it to? Because nobody in the shop received the parts. And I said, I'm the only one that can pick them up. Nobody else can. Nobody. He's like, well, we gave it to you. We give it to everybody. We checked it. I talked to Tyler at Rex, and Tyler said he gave it to you guys. So well, I didn't pick it up, and you don't even know who you gave it to.
Yeah, so where's Tyler?
He said he spoke to him, but I didn't get to speak to him. He's the guy in charge of this.
Where's QUICKJACks?
Santa Barbara, I think.
Oh, really?
Hold on, let's double
That's
check.
interesting.
Let me check. Let me check.
Please be in Santa Barbara, California, because that's about 2 blocks away from where we're going on Friday. 20, 40, 70, $200,000 for a Supra? Oh my
The best Supra in the world.
God! It's the sickest Supra ever. Well, good news and bad news, guys. Jesse sold the Supra, but unfortunately, the Gallardo project has gotten very well away from us, okay? When we originally bought this Gallardo, I paid for it so that I could basically just give Jesse time to sell Supra. I said, man, when you sell your Supra, don't worry about it. It's gonna be fine. You'll get it. You know, I bought the Gallardo for about, we add it all up, it was gonna cost Jesse about $75,000 to drive a Gallardo. So he was gonna save up 15 grand, sell a Supra for 60 grand, and then have a paid off twin turbo Gallardo. But we did not realize how many freaking parts are missing from that thing.
How expensive they were.
Yeah, all these little tiny plastic pieces that you see that are still missing from the car, here's your money, all right, are like thousands of dollars each. Like, no joke, thousands of dollars. So since we purchased the car, I've spent over $30,000 in putting little pieces back together. So Jesse has decided to not purchase the Gallardo, and we're gonna find him something else. So today, we're shopping.
I told him I'm gonna go buy a Civic.
For a Honda Civics.
No, really, we're still on the hunt for a Gallardo. I still really want one. So from the last person we spoke to, we should be able to get some pretty good deals on one, right?
No, honestly, I think there's a lot of good deals available, and I just bought that silver one for $65,000, and I ended up selling it to one of our subscribers for the same price. But it was an E-Gear car. Converting it to manual cost about $15,000, right? Using the OEM parts, and that's getting a good deal and sourcing them. So, it can be kind of like a little bit out of the budget, and you definitely don't want to convert an 04. You want to convert a 06 and up. Those are the better years to convert.
Yeah.
You still can do an 04, but 06 and up is the better one. So we're gonna load the Supra on this trailer, and then hopefully today I can convince Jesse to get a really cool interim car, all right? Interim car. And then I'll still finish the Gallardo for you guys because I think it's really cool, and it can be one of our shop cars. Shit, maybe I'll rent it, Who wants to rent a 1,500 horsepower 6-speed manual Gallardo? Everybody raise their hand.
Oh yeah, so I'm honestly not that sad to see the Supra go.
Yeah, because you're a hater, Mario.
And he's got like 30,000 stacks
You
in
got
his
bands in your hand now.
Yeah.
It does feel kind of nice.
That's what I'm
Christmas
saying.
presents. Jesse already owes me like about this much. Okay, so
I have a
just take
convenience
that.
fee to be your friend. So,
All right, let's count it. How much are we supposed to have in cash?
35,000.
35,000. All right, here. I'm gonna put it a little bit in at a time because we're gonna add it up. All right.
All right, guys, got the money. Gonna go straight to the bank because I gotta be an adult and pay some bills before I buy my next toy. So, Mario, you gonna take me home today? I need a ride.
I don't know.
Hey, I know you still wanted your.
Remember
oil
that
change,
time
you know?
I asked for a ride to softball, and you're like,
Actually, I was gonna
"You're
pick
out of
you
the
up.
way."
I was gonna pick you up, but you disappeared. You were at Houston's, remember?
Yeah, I'll give you a ride.
All right, off to the bank.
All right, Houston, what is next on the agenda?
Well, we have good news and bad news.
Let's
good
go
news
with
is
good news.
the Lotus is really fun and I really like it. Looked like a good job. Bad news is it's tuned for 93 octane. It doesn't like the Vegas air pressure. I'm not liking the way it's shifting. So I'm gonna take it up to a, if I can open this, there we go. I'm gonna take it up to a tuning shop it specializes in Volkswagens. And I think it'll be really cool because they're gonna do a custom tune on it. It'll be made for our climate, be made for our environment, and it'll probably make more power because this motor could do more. But right now, it's not really like, it's just got an APR flash for 93 octane, and we don't have 93 in Vegas, so we need to fix that. So let's take this up to the Speedway and get that fixed. Mario's first time in a Lotus, and I'm pretty sure you're seeing me like 1 inch away from my face right now because these cars are pretty small. Why don't you hold the camera over there? Like, yeah. So yeah, exactly. I can probably do that myself. It's been about 7 minutes since we've been driving, and Mario just figured out how to put a 5-point harness on. All right, how would that feel? That's great, right? Good job.
Thriving.
Amazing. We're about to hit the freeway for the first time. Mario has never experienced a lightweight car with a lot of power, so I'm kind of excited to see his reaction. I want to turn this into a reaction video because I think it's going to warrant a pretty good reaction, actually. 400 horsepower, 1,700
I'm not
pounds.
excited. I'm not excited. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm kind of nervous because this car is, I mean,
I've actually been in 3 accidents in Lotuses. 3.
let's keep it 3. Let's not go 4, 3.5. Let's not even get close to a 3.1. You know, just make it nice and crispy ride to the speedway. Get there in one piece.
Let's get some air circulating in here. Mario.
I mean, I haven't really
There's too much traffic to even do anything.
That is true. So I'm kind of not impressed, but the turbo sounds nice.
We haven't been. I mean, we went like 60.
Yeah. So it's not bad though.
I think we might run out of gas though. I don't know if there's fuel in here or not.
We're also not in the best side of town right now either. Okay guys, so as you heard inside the car, or maybe you couldn't even hear, I couldn't do a reaction video with Houston because, well, simply, the car was about to run out of gas, and you don't want to run out of gas in one of these going 100 plus. So, with that being said, we're gonna have to save that for another day, probably when the tune happens. But I'll tell you one thing, that car with a tune can do some serious damage. So what are we doing here?
So essentially, Hank's gonna help us out because Hank is an Audi expert, and he has all the software to look at this car, so he can create a custom tune. Right now, it's tuned for 93 octane, like we said, so we have to change that because we don't want to pre-detonate. And maybe he's suggesting that we look through the motor options because there's some other engines out there that might be more powerful than what we have now. So with the new Mark, what would you say, Mark 3 or Mark 4?
I mean, this is a Mark 6 engine. Is what I can tell so far in like the 10 minutes I've looked at it. So you got like the Mark 7.
Oh, Mark 7. That sounds even better.
Mark 7's like what's in the new Golf R. The new.
So what power does that make?
I mean, those things, we get them up to 650, 700 wheel.
That's what I'm talking about.
But the cool thing about
we
those.
need a wide body kit though.
Yeah, they come with like both direct injectors and port injectors. So then you can slam like E85.
You could just do 85 all day.
Yeah.
That's where you need to be.
This engine's pretty limited on how much fuel.
So
you
we're
can jam
a
into.
450 tops pretty much. With this
Yeah,
motor.
these things don't make much more than 450 without a lot of work.
450 is not that bad in a
No,
1,700 pound car. It feels good. I just want it to drive right, you know? So he's going to tell us if there's any codes on it, if there's anything wrong with it. You know, that'll be a good idea to learn about this.
So, I mean, it's got a ton of like weird codes, like
Damn it.
no communication with instrument cluster, no communication with airbags, steering column, control module's gone, parking brake module. So we just have to start coding shit out. Not that we can't, but
We don't need any of those codes because we don't have an instrument cluster. We have the AM Strata.
yeah, which I like that dash a lot.
Programmable.